This video is about copying Tableau or DataSelf reports across different workbooks. So the scenario here is I've built this custom dashboard in a workbook called My Dashboard 1. And there's another workbook called, in this case, it's a DataSelf out-of-the-box workbook that has the ranking report that I want to copy the ranking report and insert inside of this custom workbook. To do that, you need the Tableau desktop application or the DataSelf desktop application. I'm going to open it. It's right here. First of all, you have to go and log in with the desktop to your DataSelf or Tableau portal. Once you log in, you click on Server here and you click Workbook. And then you have to find your custom workbook. In my case, is right here, but you can also search, find ways to find it. So for now, I'm just going to open because it's under my name. Click on the workbook, click Open. So far, I pretty much copied the workbook from the server to my local desktop. And now I need to find the second workbook that I want to insert a view into this my custom workbook. So now I'm going to go to Server again, open Workbook, and find the workbook that has the desired view. So I'm going to click on Find, choose All Workbooks because I only have two in this example. This is where the desired view is. I'm going to select that workbook. By the way that you can know is if you go back here and you have the Explore, the project, and this is the name of the workbook that contains this view, which is the one that we're looking at. So that's the workbook that I'm opening now on my desktop. You can see the full name right here is matching with that name. Click Open. This is going to open a second Tableau desktop or DataSelf desktop. It's loading. This desktop is pretty heavy, so there's a lot of things in it. It's right here. I'm going to need to find the tab that I'm looking for, which is the tab number 16, ranking. It's right here. I'm going to click that tab, 16 ranking. It's loading. All right, so this is the tab that or view on a copy. With the mouse over the tab name on the bottom right, I'm going to right click and choose copy. I want to copy this tab or this view. I go to the other desktop where my custom workbook is. I put the mouse over on this area, like even on top of the name of what I'm working on. Right click and choose paste. And that will copy every definition associated to that view into this workbook. Now I have this tab in my custom workbook. Be aware that when you copy things over across workbooks, it brings everything as a self-contained tab. So like in this case, you have all the definitions in a new data source added to this original workbook. I had only one data source before. Now I have two data sources, and the new one is only associated to this report that I just brought over. In this example, both of them are sales, so I can actually unify the data sources into only one, so I don't work with two data sources in a workbook. Why? There are reasons. For now, for simple explanation, just unify them and you should be fine. As you learn more about the possibilities, you will know when two data sources is better than one. For most cases, one data source is enough. So I'm going to unify. And to unify, right now, I'm still looking on my particular report and it's connected to the second data source because I can see the little blue checkbox. I'm going to right click on the second data source and choose Replace Data Source. So what I'm doing is I'm going to replace the current, which is the new, with the other one, which is the clean one that I had from the beginning, and say, yes, let's replace it. So now what happened? The blue checkbox moved to the other one. I no longer need the second one. I'm going to right click on the second one and say close, get out of my way. There it is, clean and simple. So now that I have unified the data sources, I'm going to go back to my custom dashboard, and I want to insert my ranking right below my map. I'm going to take the ranking, drag it over, put in the bottom section, this whole gray area. When I drag and drop, now my ranking is right below my map. That's pretty much about it. Usually when you do this, you want to be sure the filters that you have are applying properly across the different widgets of your dashboard. Like right now, this filter that was originally here was only applied to these top two sections. If I click on it, oh, actually it's already applying to all of my widgets. Beautiful. Okay, so it was already applied. If it doesn't, you could come over here, click, choose apply, and choose accordingly how to apply this filter. But it's being applied already. This section, when I added to the dashboard, it added filters that were associated to this dashboard only. So this document date, it was only associated to this one. If I change this, it will affect this dashboard, I think. There it is, it's affecting this dashboard. So maybe you don't want to have this filter here. You can just remove it, for instance. And now only the other one would apply across the whole dashboard. Also, if you want this section to control or to filter the rest of the dashboard, you can click on it to get this gray box around it highlighted, and click the use as filter. Just press that use as filter, because once you do that, if you select a few data points here, it will filter the whole dashboard accordingly. Sometimes this is very handy. All right, once you do these things, next step is server publish. So now we're going to take the application out of the desktop and publish back to the cloud server. You want to override it? Yes, if it's your workbook, just override it. And at the end of this process, your cloud custom dashboard will have the new view integrated as the rest of your dashboard. And again, here, if you are interacting with it, because of the uses filter, it will work across all dashboards. I hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching.